On today's episode of Watch JR Go, an interior detail that would make your skin crawl. What is going on, guys? I am Watch JR Go, and today we are here with my 2004 Pontiac Aztek that I bought for $1,000. And since then, we put a transmission in it, we put in brand new brakes, the motor mounts are new, all the fluids are new. Mechanically, this car is pretty solid now. I mean, it runs and drives again, which is a huge improvement from how we bought this car. We pulled it out of a guy's lean-to. It was sitting like half inside, half outside for years, where he had used it as his fishing car, which is the worst use for a vehicle. If somebody ever tells you that, you should probably run, because that means it just gets beat down dirt roads as hard as it can and then parked beside the creek and then filled with like bait and nasty water and just it's the worst use for a car. You should be very scared of any vehicle that was the fishing rig. But that's what I've got here, and we've brought it back to life. But after we did the exterior and all the mechanical and ceramic coated it with some Avalon King, it's time to go after the interior, and the interior is nasty. Take a look at the dirt on the windows. You can see that. That is wild. You can see how bad it is inside. The exterior on this thing is completely clean. I mean, we Avalon King'd it, and I just ran it back through the car wash with a quick spot-free rinse and cleaned it back up again after sitting for months and months and months. And now we get to start on a terrible interior. Now, I couldn't resist. I had a wet rag in my hand, so I wiped down that spot, and I wiped down that spot. But this is where it gets nasty. The switches, the fabrics, the speaker grills, the pockets. I don't even want to begin with some of the pockets. So that's one door, the dash, fully covered in dirt. The windshield's nasty. The steering wheel's gross. We did a test hit on that seat, which is why it looks pretty good, because nobody wanted to get inside the car with how bad the seats were. The driver's one was probably 3 times as bad as this passenger one. When you'd sit down, dirt would fly out. Mystery dirt, I don't want to know what that is. The seals are just destroyed. The carpets are one of the worst spots. We have a lot of the plastic out already, just kind of piled up here. Dirt buildup is thick everywhere. On top of the seats, more mystery dirt there. So I did spray all the jams a minute ago, which is why they look okay. This is where I haven't sprayed. That's how bad they were all the way around. You can imagine, that's pretty gross. I got a lot of water in this thing, so it kind of toned down how the dirt looks. Speaker grills, and then the carpet all throughout the back looks like that. It's orange. Orange. So gross. Weirdly though, the headliner is like nearly perfect in this car. While I have this rag in my hand, I'm gonna start wiping down some more of the hard surfaces, and then we'll rip all the seats out. We still can't even open this. The hatch opens, this part opens up, but the tailgate will not flip down, and we need that to flip down so we can continue working. Anyway, now you have some pretty good shots of how nasty this interior is. The cooler's gross. Everything on the cooler is gross, like the lid around it. The gauge cluster is horrible. The driver window we cleaned up here so we could see out of it, and then we left all of that dirt down there. I had to be able to move the car. And then the driver door has arm gunk. Arm gunk, it's nasty. I hate to even say it. Anyway, another terrible door panel. And of course you can see it's still a little bit wet where I sprayed off some of the sills and everything a few minutes ago. So while this thing still is a little bit wet, I'm gonna go after as many hard surfaces as I can, and then we'll get crazy, probably pulling the seats and the carpets. Look at the gauge cluster. You almost can't see what's going on with the car. Steering wheel, a true disaster. I'm gonna start on the enjoyable part, which is just wiping dirt off with a wet rag, and then we can get crazy cleaning out crevices with brushes and stuff like that. Something nasty on the dash there. No idea what it is, but it is coming off. Got most of that. It's crazy what a difference this makes. But it's also crazy how much work there is to do after you finish that initial wipe down. You basically just start over. Wow, there's like gold in there. That's actually kind of cool. Pretty sweet, Pontiac. Oh, these eyeball vents. That'll be fun to clean. I'm gonna do another fun part here. Oh man, the plastic is hurting underneath this where the sun tore it up. Big difference really fast. "10-second door detail before I start over with the steam." Well, I hit most of the hard surfaces with an initial wipe. Now it's time to let this thing dry out, and then we'll start tacking it again in a few days. Now we're really gonna start digging into the interior here and just tearing everything apart. So we're gonna pull the seats out, try to pull the carpet out, maybe finally get the back open. Oh, there's a free oil filter?
Yeah.
I bought one just the other day and put a brand new one in it. So that doesn't help me at all now.
Oh no, this one's used.
Oh. How does that happen?
They just put it back under the car.
Okay, that goes in the trash. Some of our interior plastics there. We've got the jack and all the paperwork here. The spare obviously goes in the back or underneath the thing, so that needs to go back where it belongs. Oh, look at that. There's the cup holders and the trim. I didn't even know that was in here. And here I thought I was gonna buy a whole center console.
Hey, you got new tools with it too.
So the back seats look like they just flip out of here. If we push this, these should fold up. Aha, there we go. So we got the back seat flipped up. Now I need to do the thing to actually pull it out. I think you pull that rod, right? And then rock it back and forth maybe?
Yeah, you probably need to slide the front seat forward a little bit. Forward there.
Push on the front seat. There.
Done. There we go.
Hey, back seats came right out. Obviously, those GM SUV back seats, actually pretty awesome. So that's good progress there. And once the seats are out, it'll make getting the front seats out pretty simple. And then we can tackle maybe the center console. Then there's one down low by your hand.
Yep.
Perfect. Do you want to slide it out this way, make life easier?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Of course, we already had the back seats out. Now we got the front seats out of the Aztek, and it's looking pretty spacious in here. Also, I pulled out this door sill, and it's one of the nastiest things I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is a lot. Do that one.
I'm not sure I want to.
I believe in you.
I mean, I do too. I just don't want to.
How bad can it be? Oh, it's bad. It's not as bad as the back one. I just saw like a cloud of dust while you were pulling, and I thought it was going to be worse. Okay, okay. Well,
That's interesting that it collects there.
yeah, it is. Looks like now we need to go after the old center console, or just try to pull the carpet up around it. One of the two. Good old eyeball vents. We now have the interior of the Aztek stripped all the way down. The trim is loose. The carpet should be ready to come out of this thing. And we also did that kind of pre-vacuum to make sure we didn't get too much dirt in our faces. Oh, hey, we need a big pry bar to pry off the seatbelt brackets.
Oh, that's too easy.
Yeah, so that's
I've
the
got one of
last
those
thing.
right here.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we did this because I've been missing my little
Stylus for
stylus
Palm
for my
Pilot?
Palm Pilot, you know. And
I'm glad you found that.
thank you.
I somehow doubt it was yours, but yeah.
No, I didn't say it was mine.
you can have it.
I've just been missing
I've
one.
bequeathed it to you. There you go. Grab that retainer if you want.
Yeah.
Sweet. That was like the last thing that was in the way. Hit me with that pry bar.
I don't think you really want me to do that.
And we'll get this last one over here. Okay. Where'd it go? Under the car.
It's on the float. On the float.
Boom, boom. This is dangerous. Uh-oh. There's something holding this in right here, a little piece of plastic. Okay, it's out. That one's free. Oh, wiring.
Yeah.
Cool. There's our airbag module. Oh man, you got attacked by the dirt cloud.
I think I've got the black lung pop.
Got the black lung pop. From your days as a coal miner?
Yeah.
What's holding that? All right, here, let me hop in there. I got gloves.
I got it done.
You're like, yeah, I'm doing it. Wires going out.
Done.
And, yep, got the trim.
Trim to the side.
Seatbelt. There it is. The whole thing's moving. You're going straight outside.
Yeah, might as well.
Straight to the high pressure washer zone. That's where she's going.
Hey kid, you want a balloon?
So next steps, now that we got that crazy carpet out of here, I'm gonna agitate everything with a brush and vacuum out all the residual dirt around the edges here. That should get us really far, and then we'll start high pressure washing the carpet. I'm sure we can save that and yeah, wipe everything down, brush it all out, and it'll come out. We need to give this thing a break to let the dust settle. It's bad.
It's yeah.
I gotta get the last thing out of the interior that's just really killing me. Okay, we've now fixed the Aztek. That was really the linchpin. It's all I wanted out of this car.
I mean, it'll probably work now.
So we've got some BioBrake here. That's what we're gonna spray on this for a, kind of a pre-soak. And that is what the carpet looks like outside. Back here, you can see where I kind of vacuumed. That's the color it's supposed to be. This is the color it is. They are two very, very, very different colors. So let's see if we can save this. The detail dudes came outside and they were like, hey, we got something for you. What an idea. Perfect. You can just wheel the dirt away. Coming out. Yeah. Well, we probably spent the last 2 to 3 hours pressure washing the carpets out of this thing, and I'm super glad they're rubber backed. What quality carpet from GM, as always. But we basically just washed it until the water coming out of it was clean. And as you can see, it's nice and clear now, even with the high pressure washer. There's really no more dirt coming out. This is like stains. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna let it dry. The forklift was the perfect way to let the water evacuate from the foam. So it's gonna sit here for a bit, dry out, and then we're gonna move it inside and let it dry for multiple days. So there you have it. The carpet is clean. The entire interior is out of the Aztek. There's a little bit more to do, but something you guys were all very interested in seeing, the taillights came out while Gabe was working on the tailgate. So your eyes do not deceive you. That is 4 inches of stacked up mud that was not going to come out of those taillights. So we're gonna get back to cleaning in there, get the tailgate all clean so that these latches run again and it opens correctly. Gabe spent like 30 minutes doing this while I was getting everything else apart, and boy did that work out well. Also the driver's side, same deal. Absolutely wild how much dirt was in this car. And that is it for today, guys. This is going to be a huge multi-day detail. I'm gonna vacuum all that out, and then I gotta start working on the tailgate. And when you see it next, we'll be putting this interior back together, and of course I'll show you finishing all of the interior. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com and get cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Look at the pile of interior out of this thing. The seats still need extracted. We'll show that in the next video. We got a free AC machine today, which I'm super excited about. I need to go get some 134A, throw the bottle on there, and we'll be charging in-house from now on.